Even Western mainstream media sources are now coming to realize and report on the sheer extent of the destruction that has been bestowed upon Iraq. To this end, one particular Western journalist has noted that the urban devastation inflicted on the city exceeds that seen in Mosul and Aleppo. Speaking via social media, BBC correspondent Quentin Somerville says the destruction he has witnessed in Iraq outdoes what he saw in Mosul. Somerville added that one of his fellow journalists who reported on the Battle of Aleppo likewise claims that the destruction suffered by Iraq is the worst they have seen yet. Almost 14 weeks ago, the Kurdish-led Syrian Democratic Forces, backed up by coalition air power and military advisors, officially commenced its long-awaited operation to expel ISIS militants from Iraq city. As of now, the US-backed alliance group has taken control of about two-thirds of the city. Fighters of the US-backed, Kurdish-led Syrian Democratic Forces have expanded their zone of control near the east bank of the Euphrates River in eastern Deir ez-Zor Governorate, capturing 2 new sites in the last 24 hours. Yesterday, Kurdish-led forces continued their operations in eastern Deir ez-Zor, striking at ISIS positions south of the Deir ez-Zor industrial zone. According to reports, US-backed fighters seized control of a textile plant and a road junction known as the 7-kilometer roundabout, apparently named after its distance from Deir ez-Zor city. Based on this latest movement, it appears that Kurdish-led forces are attempting to southeast of the N7 highway towards the town of Tala. In what is now the 8th day of the Syrian Democratic Forces Operation Al Jazeera Tempest campaign, Kurdish-led troops have, according to their own accounts, captured 63 square kilometers of territory and nearly 12 settlements from ISIS, all at the expense of just 14 fighters killed in action. A huge war between the Turkish army and the Hayat Tahrir al-Sham terrorist group, formerly Jabhat al-Nusra, the Syrian branch of al-Qaeda, is looming in Syria's northwestern province of Idlib. Yesterday, a huge convoy of trucks belonging to Hayat Tahrir al-Sham was caught on camera heading towards the Syrian border with Turkey. The video shows dozens of pickups carrying hundreds of troops. At the same time, the Turkish army has been spotted moving up to 100 military vehicles towards the Syrian border, including ACV-15 infantry fighting vehicles, M113 armored personnel carriers and MRAP armored cars. Both forces appear to be converging on the strategic Bab al-Hawa border crossing point, currently under the control of Turkish proxy militias, and indeed should either side fire against the other, this may ignite a war involving hundreds of armed trucks and mechanized assault vehicles. The split between Turkey and Hayat Tahrir al-Sham lay in the blatant hostility of the latter towards the former's proxy allies in Idlib, namely the Free Syrian Army and Tahrir al-Sham, since the beginning of this year.